So there was this guy that I kind of like sort of knew, but kind of like didn't know. He played for the church that I was going to at the time, and I was a praise and worship leader at the time.
Did you know him while you were with your husband? Huh? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Title is named Storytime Dating After Divorce. Fail. We're gonna get right into it.
Just never heard from his ass again. Not only that, but he unfriended me on Facebook. I was like, that's such a bitch move to do. And I wasn't gonna delete him because you finna see what you missing, boo. Guys,
okay, that's just the intro.
It is
she put a little part out of it in there.
That I decided to try and date after I separated from my husband, and a bitch crashed and burned. Okay, so be sure to stay tuned for the tea. The tea is hot because the tea is me, boo. Okay, if you have not done so already, please be sure to go ahead and subscribe. If my lighting looks a little wonky, it's because the sun is starting to go down, but I happen to like it. So let's get into this. So my husband left me back in February of 2020. Do not feel bad for me. Do you see, sis? Okay.
Oh, we don't. We don't.
So he left back in February 2020. And for some reason, I thought that I was ready to date by like May or June. So there was this guy that I kind of like sort of knew, but kind of like didn't know. He played for the church that I was going to at the time, and I was a praise and worship leader at the time.
Did you know him while you were with your husband? Huh? Let me not start with this too early.
And you know, there was kind of this like moment that I felt like we kind of shared on the platform during rehearsal one time. Like, everything told me to like turn around and look, and I turned around and looked, and he was staring at me, and I just kind of like, you know, kind of trying to get my bearings because I was getting ready to sing this song in rehearsal. So fast forward about 2 or 3 months, I filed for divorce from my husband, and it's just a waiting game at that point. I'm adjusting to single momhood and whatnot. So on my birthday, which is in July, he messages me and says happy birthday and whatnot. And we just kind of get to talking from there. Now, mind you, the conversation is very surfacey.
Not the husband.
We don't talk about anything super deep. He asked me about my parents, asked me about his parents, what he does. Now, in this moment, I'm really into like gaining my femininity back, and so I'm being very like passive in the conversation because I had already
gaining your femininity back. You should have never lost it. You're a woman. You're supposed to be feminine by default.
Decided in my mind that I was going to do things differently this time around, and I didn't want a man who like wanted me to like make all these plans and be the aggressor, and no, I don't do that. I am very much a woman who loves to operate in her feminine energy, and that means that I'm not chasing you. I want to know what type of man you are. I want to know what your planning skills are like. I want to know.
We want to know what type of woman you are
and effort you put into
see if you have a brain
pursuing me.
Can think.
That's
smart.
just me. Everybody's different, but that's me.
Let me stop.
And so he and I are having conversations. He asked me out one time. Mind you, we have not talked on the phone or even talked like face to face during this time. But we're texting. You know what I mean? I think we had like one conversation on the phone or something like that. Anyway, I was enjoying myself. I mean, we weren't really talking about anything, but it definitely was passing the time by. You know what I mean? I went from being in a relationship for 5.5 years to now being lonely. You know what I mean? And so I was enjoying the conversation. So he asked me out one time, and my daughter ended up getting sick. And she didn't have COVID, but she did have like a small little viral infection. And so I was like, I hate to do this, but I am gonna have to cancel with you because my daughter is sick. And so
that puts off a bad impression. You are canceling the first date. Your daughter coincidentally gets sick on the first date? Really? That's, for me, I would be pretty pissed, and I just wouldn't talk to you again, to be honest with you. There is actually no way. Like,
He understood. It took him about 3 more weeks to ask me out again. And I kept hinting at it. Like, you should ask me out again because I'm interested. I mean...
Second off, it took the man 3 weeks again to ask you out. After the first date, it took him 3 weeks to ask you out. Lady, you look stupid. He is playing with your time.
Anyway, mind you, he's older than me, okay? No, you should know what you want at this point. Sorry, y'all, I had to adjust. So, he asked me out, and so we planned like a whole week in advance. I'm like, just let me know, what you're thinking about, where you want to go, and these are the times that I'm available. I had to make sure I picked up my daughter on time. I had stuff to do, and I was very busy doing a lot of stuff. I was running a business. I was raising a child. I was in school, and he knew.
Running a business, raising a child in school. In other words, you're too busy to date. Yet, you still date when you're too busy to date. Falsely leading the man on. This is what I mean, bro. Like, she knows what she wants. She's just too busy to date. She doesn't have time to date. And yes, she is dating. And this happens a lot with people who are divorcees, or people who just recently divorced, or people who just got out of a relationship. They don't know how it feels to be in a relationship again, like at the start, what it takes to be in a relationship. So they just assume and do all this. Like, this is what I mean. People who usually just got recently divorced, when they look for a relationship, they're usually desperate. Like, they're just quick to get back into one. They just want to get right into one so quickly. Like,
these things. So my time was very valuable to me because I didn't have a lot of it, especially a lot of free time. So when I carve time out for somebody, like I'm very intentional about that. And I'm very intentional about caring about their feelings. We decided on a day that we're going to get together. It's a week in advance, so that gives him an opportunity.
Like, divorced and just hopping right back into the dating scene. Like, oh my gosh. Cooked.
Ample opportunity.
For some people like her, because she doesn't know what she wants.
Plan something for sis. Now, mind you, I'm not super high maintenance. Like, honestly, go get ice cream and walk downtown, and I would be satisfied. Okay? I'm not the type of woman who's like, you need to take me out. You need to take me out to like Fogo de Chao or something like that. Or it's like, I'm really simple. I like conversation. I like good connection.
Walking downtown probably wouldn't be a good first date. It's not. You're just like, you know what happens at night downtown.
And I don't need a whole lot of hoopla. I love it, but I don't need a whole lot of the hoopla. I really don't. Especially when I'm just getting to know you. It's the day before we're supposed to get together, and I hadn't heard from him in a couple of days. So I said to him, I said, hey, are we still on for tomorrow? And he said yes. So he never gave me a time. I'm not pushing. I want to see what he's going to do, because I already had it in my mind that I'm not accepting less than what I want in this moment. And so the day comes, I get dressed. I mean, my hair is cute. My makeup is done. My outfit is popping.
All the shit done.
And
all of it right now.
I never heard from him.
All of it's done, and she never heard from him. Wow. Oh my gosh. Would you look at that?
But I tell you, I was so like hurt and disappointed. And in hindsight, I was not ready to date. Like, I was not ready to date at all. I did drive around and I sold.
Oh, now you want to claim you're not ready to date. Now you want to claim you're not ready to date. After that man did not play. After that man played in your face. After that man did not end up texting you back. Now you're not ready to date. Oh my God. See, this is exactly what I made earlier. My point was, the people who got recently broken up with, or just break up with their partner, or recently divorced, they don't know what they want. She says she was basically looking for a real relationship. Now that the man didn't text her back, she says, in hindsight, I wasn't really looking for a relationship. Stop it. Bullshit. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Because what she says next answers this question, why she would look for a relationship.
I sold. I
just keep
cried,
watching, y'all.
I talked to God, and I was like, God, why did this have to happen to me?
She's gonna say it soon.
And then the day after, I had a therapy session, and I let it all out. I was just like, I was done. But I'm really proud of myself, because normally what I would do in instances like that, where I was dissatisfied.
She let it all out. She let it all out in therapy. Want to know why? Because she cares. So if you care, you're actually looking for You're actually looking for a relationship. No, that's because she is looking for a relationship. She knows she is. Me and you both know. Because she said she went to a therapy session and she let it all out. She cares. If she didn't care, she wouldn't have told the therapist, y'all. She would not have told the therapist.
Somebody stepped over my boundaries and I felt unappreciated. I would normally wait for the person to like say something to me, or to hit me up. Like, and I would never like assert myself. Well, I didn't do that this time. I most certainly asserted myself. I told him, I sent him a text message and I said, you know, I'm not really sure what happened yesterday, but I do know that I don't like the way that it made me feel. When people, and
I don't like the way that it made me feel. And she says she's not looking to date, which means she doesn't care. Oh, she cares. She said that she doesn't like the way it makes me feel. Woman, how are you going to claim you're looking to date? How you can claim you're looking to date? And then afterwards say you're not looking to date. And then say you're telling him how you don't like the way it makes you feel. Which means you are looking to date because you care.
I'm paraphrasing. I say when people ask me to set time aside for them, I take that into consideration because I know that that everybody is busy, everybody has things that they need to do, and so I respect people's time and feelings the same way that I expect for people to respect my time and my feelings. And I said I thought that at a minimum we were building a friendship, and just a text message would have sufficed. That was it. Just a text message would have sufficed. But I also said that at this time I'm choosing to end all communication with you because I don't like to feel this way. And I wish you all the best. God bless you. And that was it, honey. Sis never heard from his ass again. Not only that, but he unfriended me on Facebook. I was like,
you never heard from him again because he didn't care. Oh my gosh. He doesn't care about you. Does not care.
That's such a bitch move to do. And I wasn't gonna delete him because you finna see what you missing, boo. Okay? You finna see what you missing. But I looked back and I realized that it was just God saving me. Like, I wasn't ready. Just the way that I felt after he, like...
No, you were ready. You just got butthurt. You got hurt. Quit trying to fucking play it off.
Violated my boundaries. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not ready for this. I need to do a whole lot more healing and a whole lot more soul searching before I can really give myself to somebody else. You know what I mean? Even in terms of like time and space and just connecting, and I was not ready. I was not ready at all. So that is my first dating after a divorce story. Apparently dating in your 30s is like playing the freaking lottery. So I'll be sure to keep y'all posted if I have any more stories. That one was pretty light, but that's not how you want to start off your dating experience after being separated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that this was super short, but I definitely wanted to share that with you all because I got a laugh out of it. Even now to this day from him, he never responded, no nothing. And I know some people might be like,
you did not get a laugh out of it. He got a laugh out of you. He played you. You told your therapist about what he did to you. He got a laugh out of that. So I mean, it's not like, I mean, he got what he wanted. You didn't. You didn't.
That text message was a bit much, but me being the woman that I was at the time, I was learning how to establish boundaries. And being abandoned or being let down or somebody saying that they're going to be there and they're not was a really big trigger for me. And so I would normally just kind of accept it as the norm because that was my norm. But at that moment, I was like, hell, motherfucking no! No, you do not get to just stand me up and think that that shit's okay. No. And I stand by my text message to this day. I was hoping that he would respond so we would at least be able to...
Yeah, she was hoping that he would respond because she cares. She was looking for a relationship with him. That's why she was hoping that he would respond, y'all. Like, see what I mean? You can't let some of these women play with y'all. Like, it wouldn't happen with me, not gonna lie. Like, know what I'm saying? I mean, the man played his cards right. Not saying what he did was right, but he sure got away with what he did. I mean,
have an adult conversation, but his silence told me everything I needed to know. He wasn't the man that I needed, and I'm damn sure not the woman you need because, baby, I'm just not gonna deal with being stood up. I'm just not.
But you just dealt with it. She's saying she's not gonna deal with it. She just dealt with it and complained. She picked this man because once again, she divorced. And you know, sometimes people who divorce or get out of a relationship, they usually just pick anything on the market. They don't really think about who they're picking. They just pick, just to pick. So it's not an excuse to say like, hey, I wasn't looking for anything real, because you were looking for something real. You just got played and you're trying to deny that you're looking for something real. That's what happened.
So I say that to say, ladies, keep your standards high. Make sure that you take care of yourself. You get back to yourself. If we had linked up and we had hooked up, you know, I might not be in the healed place of forgiveness that I'm at right now.
If we had hooked up, that's pretty much all he wanted to do was hook up with you. He didn't want you for real. Scheduling a date 3 weeks later after y'all couldn't do the first one, I mean, for some bullshit you gave, like, that's not consistent. That's not anything real.
Now, I might not be who you see sitting in front of you right now, and so I'm grateful to God that didn't go through. So
anyways, y'all, yeah, she's done. Like, we don't need to hear any more of her bullshit. Long story short, she just got out of a recently relationship. She was divorced and she just picked blindly. Like, she literally just got out and said, let me just pick who's the first one that's talking to me. If you were to, men, if any one of y'all were to wish her happy birthday, or not happy birthday, just to give her a compliment, she's going to give you a chance. And by that, she is actually looking for a real relationship, just like she was here. But like, if you heard her, she's going to say she wasn't looking for anything real, which is her protection method. What do they call it? Like, whatever, like her cover up or whatever. Not cover up, but it's a different word. But yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, that's it for today's video. I'll catch y'all on my next one.